Caleb Owens Broadcasting, number 2. I'm joined by Noah.
What's going on?
And Cameron.
Type shit.
These are two of the greatest minds of economic and socio-political policy that I've assembled here today to discuss things. First of all, Jeffrey Epstein. Big news story. The House Republicans have backed off from releasing the files in what is seen as a cave to President Trump. Epstein. Did he do it?
Absolutely innocent. And I know that's a hard take, but you have to think. Mossad organization, for sure. It was all a blackmail effort. You have to imagine the most powerful people on earth coming together on a sex island. And, of course, they're going to film it in blackmail. It's actually a very good plan.
Cameron, did Epstein do it?
Innocent until proven guilty, and he was murdered before trial in 2019. Therefore, innocent.
Innocent by murder.
Innocent by murder.
Thank you, Hillary.
Yeah, we can all thank Hillary Clinton and BlackRock for that one. But, you got something to say?
Shout out Hillary.
Yeah, for sure. No, but we all know the Mossad is good at doing things undetected. So when it comes to light, that they've been running an organization of crime, it might have to do with sex trafficking. But did Jeffrey Epstein do it? I think he did. But why did he do it is the real question, Caleb.
I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that there was blackmail. Pam Bondi said there was thousands of hours of footage, and that footage wouldn't just be like commercial porn. That would be blackmail, politicians, kings, princes at Jeffrey Epstein's Love Island Season 1, Epstein's Island. And now that they're backing off, I think it's pretty clear that Trump's on the list. I don't know, though. But Ghislaine Maxwell, friend of the show, said that she's willing to testify about all the everything to do with Epstein. Wouldn't that be quite a thing to watch, quite a spectacle?
Well, the World Economic Forum would collapse, first of all. So is that BlackRock stocks would decline. The world would really go into a recession if that was possible. So I think with her training as a Mossad agent, it's not possible that she would. It's either that or we're gonna have another suicide on our hands. I think she's gonna have to stay quiet because she found out what happens if you don't.
I agree with Noah. I think pretty much if she says anything substantive, she'll be killed. But it would be nice to see her get up there, this leathery British drunk, and just be like, we blackmailed your whole fucking country. We didn't have to be clever to do it. We just provided politicians with little girls. Jeffrey was a math teacher, and I'm a British drunk. And we blackmailed your whole country.
As a Trump supporter, it's pretty crazy to say, too, that they're not releasing the files. I was a big supporter on releasing the files. Now I have to back down like a little bitch. And it's and it's just kind of sad because, like, so what if he's on the list? So what if there's tons of things? Is this this goes back to my last statement. What happened to the American dream? Getting blackmailed and put on a list and talk to your labubu.
Sometimes I wonder if Jeffrey Epstein would have had a labubu. Instead of talking to his girlfriend at the time, he probably would have talked to Labubu. He would be like, Labubu, am I innocent? Labubu would always agree. Labubu is always right. But on that topic, how he had his small island? There's Little St. James. There was another island in the development. Big St. James. Think of how wonderful that would have been. What would it have become if Epstein didn't commit suicide? You know? And, like, what do you guys think on his ties with Bill Clinton? That's what I want to know.
Well, we can be sure that Bill Clinton is, in fact, a dog. A dog. And he follows the American dream. Have a fat warlord of a wife that you don't want to have sex with and publicly cheat on her all the time. That is the American dream. And I think I can stand behind the American dream. It's not over yet.
I imagine that Bill and Hillary get into arguments sometimes where Bill's like, well, Hill, you kill people. And she's like, you fuck kids, Bill. You fuck kids. And she's like, well, you kill people in Libya. And Iran. And she's like, well, I had to. You didn't have to fuck kids. Now we're having an awkward dinner. What do you think their dinners are like, the Clintons?
I don't think there's much talking, to be honest. I think it's a very powerful silence while they eat the hearts of innocent children or whatever fucking warlords do. It's got to be something. Caviar and fucking the blood of fucking virgin children. I don't know.
Okay, so, like, what about Zorro Ranch, where he was allegedly breeding Mexican women? That's
breeding them as in like cows, like creating more Mexican women, or just coming in them?
No, it was more of like a DNA implant kind of thing. From what I know, it's he wanted to like seed a new human race, I guess, out of these Mexican women on his ranch, but
Well, if you were going to do it with anyone, Mexican women would be the ones because they pop them out like rabbits. So, yeah, there's that.
I didn't know that Jeffrey Epstein was doing like Star Wars Clone Army shit, but that's kind of cool. I think back to the American dream a little bit, there is something very American about Epstein's story in that he was just a pedophile blackmailer who wanted to create a new super race on his ranch in where? Arizona? Was it Arizona?
no. It was somewhere in Mexico.
I'm imagining Yucatan, Mexico. Where maybe there's a bunch of Epstein clones out there. That's a thought.
Definitely.
What do you guys think of the letter Trump sent to Epstein where he's like, what does he say? I have it up here. Happy birthday, pal, and may every...
Oh, no. Already. That's a little bit of a red flag if I do say so myself.
Happy birthday, pal, and may every day be another wonderful secret.
What?
Trump, you're digging yourself a hole here, buddy. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck to say about that one. I might have to take this race bracelet off my wrist.
May every day be another wonderful secret is kind of just like a weird confession in of itself.
That's a wink right there.
That's a wink for sure. Where it might as well just be, may every day be another wonderful rape. I don't know, though. That's pretty heavy stuff. And they confirmed that the 1 minute of missing footage was from tampering. So do you think he escaped during that 1 minute? Was he killed during that 1 minute? Is he even still alive? I don't know if I believe if he was murdered or the CIA got him out of there.
We might have to be looking for the same place they put Tupac. Cuba. Communism? Question mark? Wouldn't put it past them.
That's kind of a dream blunt rotation. Biggie, Tupac, Princess Diana, Jeffrey Epstein.
Can't forget about Fidel Castro.
And Fidel. Yeah, that's true. I think Well, we could just go try to be happier people and just go with the party line, which is that Epstein was innocent and nothing bad happened.
We're firm believers on this show that nothing ever happened and that it totally was just... Do you think it was maybe the Mossad put out this rumor?
Have you ever met a creepy dad? Either of you? Like a creepy dad, like making comments about your girlfriend, or like, hey, she looks nice, how old is she? Kind of jokes. That was what Epstein did. He wasn't a billionaire blackmailer, Mossad asset pedophile who blackmailed everyone, including Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, 2 presidents. He was just a creepy guy. A little awkward.
Let's talk about this. What about Diddy? What's up with that? Like, what's up with that? Whatever happened to the American dream? We're gonna go back to that. Whatever happened to the American dream when you can have a tub of baby oil and have a freak off? Nothing is wrong with a good freak off. Okay? Nothing is wrong with a good freak off. I've been in a few myself. We're strong supporters of freak offs on this show.
So after he was found innocent on his charges and indicted, I guess the stocks on Johnson & Johnson went up. Johnson & Johnson baby oil. Would have been a good time, during the whole trial.
Johnson baby oil was before Diddy.
We should have been investing in Johnson & Johnson stocks. We really missed out on that. What were we doing? What were we doing?
On the COVID vaccine. We missed out on baby oil. Holy.
Honestly, I think it just proves that when people do stuff that implicates really powerful people, there's like no chance of the truth ever actually coming out. Like, Diddy was found guilty on 2 of like however many charges, and the only 2 he was found guilty on was in transporting with intent of prostitution. So he was guilty of Ubering. That's kind of crazy.
As someone that's also Ubered prostitutes, I don't even understand how that's a charge. That's not fair. Is prostitution even illegal?
I think it is.
Oh, no. I take back whatever I said. No, I don't.
But it shouldn't be illegal. We're woke. Sex work is work, Mark Carney. Legalize whores.
Yes.
I prefer the term escorts. It makes it seem more classy when you're like, hey, boys, let's order a high-end escort rather than, yeah, let's go to the fucking trashiest, like, Motel 6 we can find and get some fucking hookers.
Yeah, it's true.
Escort sounds more classy, in my opinion.
I'll bring the baby oil after Cameron.
I've met a lot of sex workers now, being in a rehab, people who used to do sex work. And I gotta say, they were probably less annoying when they did sex work. Like, they're very passionate and mouthy, and guys and girls, and in between. Trudeau, don't imprison me. All Diddy really did was Uber a whore, and if he did anything else, like, I think he diddled Justin Bieber, I think he diddled Usher, and that's why they're great R&B singers.
And they have millions of dollars. You know what? I'd let Diddy fiddle me for $1 million.
Diddy diddler.
I'd probably let Diddy fiddle with me for $50 at this point. And a record label deal. I don't have to be good at singing, right?
I just want to be a part of something. It might not be the something everyone wants to be a part of, but it's something, okay?
Community is kind of the opposite of addiction. And if your community is a Diddy sex party or an Epstein Island, that's still a community. Like, Ghislaine and Jeffrey were probably so happy before it all went bad. They probably knew it was going to go bad, but they probably were still happy. Like, these are the good times. We just threw that woman off a boat. These are the good times.
So, like, Prince Andrew. There's a photo of him and Ghislaine Maxwell, and Prince Andrew has his arm around her. You think that Epstein and Ghislaine were swingers?
I think they were definitely swingers and just perverts in general, like sex freaks, because they were fucking kids. Ghislaine was fucking kids too. But they're, yeah. But they were probably all fucking each other, fucking the kids. Sad to me that Hunter Biden was never invited to these parties because he would have fucked it up. He's a cool guy.
Apparently, they need to invite Hunter, and he knows how to party. All right? Hunter Biden knows how to party. Cocaine in the White House? Tell me that doesn't sound like a fucking time.
We've all lied to our parents high, but imagine lying to your parents high while he's president of the United States.
Dad, that wasn't me with the hooker and the handgun.
Joe Biden's just sitting there like, Hunter, did you do cocaine in the bathroom? Mavis the maid says she found cocaine in the bathroom. And you just got to look at your president, Dad, and be like, no, Dad, we covered this. I'm clean. Kind of cool. He's a dream guest on this podcast. If I could have any guest, I'd have Hunter Biden. Especially if he brought crack.
He would do well here.
He would do well here. He should come to this rehab.
Yeah, this is an open invite.
Open invite, Hunter. If you want to get better and go to music therapy and maybe paint some pictures. And
Yeah, we do a lot of painting.
yeah, come to the... and there's a lot of crack whores here, and you seem to like those. So come on down to Surrey, BC, and have yourself a ball.
So we all know, like, Alan Dershowitz has visited the island, but a known pedophile, how many times do you guys think Kevin Spacey went to Epstein Island, his pedophile island, per se?
I think Kevin Spacey makes good movies.
As a young teenager who wanted to be an actor at one point, I would let Kevin Spacey violently assault me to get a role in a movie, a Quentin Tarantino movie or something, or even Seven, like a version of Seven. I'm talking blood, like violently assault me to get a role. Speaking of Alan Dershowitz, though, he is a known rapist too, but he's commenting on the Ghislaine Maxwell thing. He's in The Hill today. Dershowitz calls Ghislaine Maxwell an Epstein Rosetta Stone. She knows everything, he says. Why is he self-reporting?
You know, I don't know why he's self-reporting, but I was thinking about one thing. On the note of just you guys were mentioning just to be a part of something, letting Diddy and Kevin Spacey fiddle you. What about Dan Schneider? Would you let Dan Schneider fiddle you to be on a Nickelodeon show? Because I sure as hell would have. To be on iCarly, that would have been fucking like a power move for sure.
I'd do anything to be on iCarly. Miranda Cosgrove, this one goes out to you.
Nickelodeon, the network where everyone was raped. Yeah. Seems like Hollywood. How come people with power just want to rape? Like actually, like with Nickelodeon, Jeffrey, Diddy, that's music, that's finance, that's entertainment. Everyone with any shred of power just wants to rape and kill. Like there's no one who chills out and gets really into boating or horse riding. Makes no sense to me.
Well, you can do all that, but then you still got so much free time on your hands. It's just what they do, I guess.
They're after the adrenochrome. They use it to look younger, allegedly. Maybe. What do you guys think?
This podcast has now devolved to the adrenochrome theory. Babygate, Pizzagate.
Pizzagate. Oh, I forgot about Pizzagate.
Like I said, we are the brightest minds, and we are going to solve it all. I don't know if adrenochrome is even a thing, but if it is, Hillary Clinton drinks it like fucking water. Not to look younger, just to consume babies' souls. Because she doesn't look young. She looks like an arc demon. And she is an arc demon. Are you familiar with the adrenochrome thing, Noah? What do you think about that?
Well, when I have $1 billion, and I will, because I'm definitely going to sell out when this podcast becomes famous, I will definitely drink the blood of babies.
Okay. Controversial takes today. We've covered mass.
Do you have to kill the babies to get the blood? Or can you just take a little bit of blood from the babies?
I think if you want to be cool, you know how in high school it's like, come on, we're all smoking. It's like when you're an elite, it's like, come on, we're all killing the baby. What are you going to take a little bit of the blood? We're all killing the baby. So Hillary's like, you're fucking lame. You're taking just a bit of the blood? Buddy, we kill the baby here. And then you just get peer pressure and you're like, oh, everyone does it. Every single person. You get confronted by someone and you're just like a teenager begging for forgiveness after smoking pot. You're like, Mom, everyone was doing it. I just wanted to be cool, so I ate the baby's soul. It's kind of cool. So we've covered pedophilia in depth enough, I think, for the time being. Any interesting developments in either of your lives?
No, I'm pretty much cool here. Cool? Yeah, just in rehab, living the fucking dream. You know what I mean? Getting out of here soon. Nice. That's good. Gonna go back to living under a bridge. It'll be fun. It's fun, guys. Come on, living under a bridge is fun.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
No. Sometimes you have to do a bunch of cocaine and result to living under a bridge by choice.
Yeah, on that, you're getting out of here in 3 weeks. My end date here is 1 week after yours. So I can finally get out of here and pursue my dream of becoming a dictator. I think that's what I'm going to do when I'm going to get out. I'm going to probably take over some country, some poor one. I don't know which one. Belize, maybe. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll go take over the Philippines. Something like that. Yeah, the Philippines is nice. So, yeah, something tropical is what I'm thinking. It'll be like, it might start another, like, Vietnam War kind of thing, though, if I go over to the Philippines and try and take it over.
Well, I wish you both the best when you get out of here and pursue your individual dreams of living under a bridge and becoming a dictator. Those are both beautiful dreams. I'm still stuck here for about, what is it today, the 21st? One more month for me. I just passed the time trying to think about things, and I've realized something lately. I'm a booner. Do we know what that is?
What is a booner, Caleb?
Are you familiar with American recording artist Benson Boone?
Yeah, I think I've heard some of his music.
I have become a diehard fan of Benson Boone, not because of his music, which is pretty bad. I think we can all agree. Do you know any Benson Boone songs?
Just Beautiful Things, and that's it. And, you know, I was thinking, like, Benson Boone, he kind of tries to attract all sorts of different parties. Like, there's cis males, gay males, and then white women. The cis males, like, this dude's always doing fucking flips on stage. Like, I can do backflips off pianos. I could look like Benson Boone if I wanted to. I could sing shitty songs. Probably one that everybody would know. Like, just drop one and do backflips. Why the fuck am I not famous? It's not fair.
It's true, it's not fair. I like the distinction between cis males and gay males, like gay males are a different gender. That's true and pretty cool. Yeah, Benson Boone, I just know the one song, Beautiful Things That I Got, Please. That song, which is a pretty annoying song. But I just appreciate that he does backflips, he looks good, and he is trying to get like a gay audience of just perverts to like enjoy his body. That's interesting, and that's never been done before by a straight pop star. So good on him, I think. He should start an OnlyFans.
He do low-key be caked up. I ain't gay, but man's got cake.
For reference, We might have a video to this. This is why I'm a booner. Okay? This is just for reference for you people out there. If it's going to focus at all. It's Benson Boone. Certified booner here. Final point for the day. I saw a TikTok or an IG reel that kind of pissed me off. It was a video of someone in an A&W bathroom. Like they went into the bathroom with their camera on, and somebody in there was doing drugs. Like they had their tube, they had a bunch of crushed up stuff. They were clearly homeless. And this person says in an accent, which is kind of important to my point, what are you doing, man? Get out of here, man. What if you need to get out of here? What if you need to get out of here? You come to this country, you come to Fent, Mecca, the capital of fentanyl in the world, Vancouver, BC, and you disrespect the fenthead? What are you thinking? You need to get out of here, sir. That man is the reason we have a fucking Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and if he wants to smoke Fent and smoke gasoline in the A&W bathroom, he has as much right as he has as your child to use that bathroom. You need to get out of here, or you need to adapt, assimilate, and respect the fenthead. Any thoughts, boys?
Definitely assimilate. I thought we were all supposed to assimilate. Fent and Mecca is crazy to say too.
Yeah, Fent Mecca is one way to explain it. It's kind of like the Zandemic, except this time it's just a bunch of motherfuckers like this. You know, everywhere I go, being in Surrey, you see a lot of Fent heads. Like, bro, they're just trying to stay loyal to LaFoyle. Let them do their thing, honestly. I say legalize Fent.
And here's the thing that really bothered me about it. Beyond the whole thing where it's an immigrant, which I'm fine with. I'm genuinely fine with. I've enjoyed immigrants before. They're totally cool. I just think that if you come to Vancouver and it's one thing to be pleasantly shocked and go, oh my heavens, there's somebody smoking fentanyl in this A&W bathroom. It's another thing to tell them to get out. The entitlement is kind of disgusting. It's kind of disgusting to think you can just order around a fenthead. They have nowhere to go. They're going to die in like 7 days. Just let them do it in the A&W bathroom. Because gas station bathrooms are locked. Restaurant bathrooms, I agree, that would be a bit much. Let them do it in A&W. Let them do it in Tim Hortons. When I worked at Tim Hortons, we had a gentleman go into the bathroom for an hour, come out clearly high on heroin, and walk out the front door and immediately collapse.
That's fun.
Immediately collapse. He fell right on the pavement, and someone had to check his vitals to see if he was dead. No. He just took a little too much smack. And we called an ambulance. They got him back on his feet. They took him away in a cop car. I don't know why. And did that man say anything annoying to anyone? No. Did that man loudly be a heroin addict? No. He was polite, quiet, respectful, and on heroin. And I think I respect the BC fenthead because that's a key part of our culture. That's as Canadian as hockey and fucking maple syrup. It's the fenthead. You don't come here and boss around the fenthead. It's just not right.
Yeah, they call it beautiful British Columbia. What better could you ask for? You're in the most scenic province of like all of Canada. Why would you not want to enjoy Fent and your smack here? Like, why would you want to go to like Saskatchewan or Alberta and sit in a fucking prairie and smoke Fent? That doesn't sound like fun. I'd rather be in the mountains all downed out. That sounds like way more fun.
If you're lucky enough to come to beautiful British Columbia, prepare for Fent. If you're of the attitude that you don't want your kids to see Fent, grow up and take them to see Fent. When you check the bathroom and there's somebody in there blue, take your kid and say, look, little Maddie, that gentleman took too much Fent and he's blue now. And I'm going to Narcan him if this premises has any Narcan. Do you know what Narcan is, Maddie? What, Mom? Narcan is what revives these people so that they can live to rob us again and make it another day on the streets. And that's a beautiful thing here, Maddie, because in British Columbia, we value human life, even if it's pointless. Completely pointless. We value it. And it just frustrated me to see somebody not understand that. Maybe it's because I'm an addict and they're clearly not an addict. They had no compassion. I was more so angry just at the level of like entitlement, I think. It felt entitled and arrogant to ask, and they can't hear you. They're downed out.
Buzzing.
So what's the... Just buzzing. I'm going to get a tattoo that says, don't Narcan me. DNR. Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to this questionably racist podcast about pedophiles and immigrant encounters with fent heads. We'll see you all next time.